Lloyd Vehicle Consulting t-shirts, mugs and stickers are now available. Please click on the Google link in the description below to purchase your very own. Good afternoon. Today is the 2nd of May and we're here at Popham Airfield near Basingstoke in Hampshire, as you can hear, for the Popham Fly-In and a Classic Car Show 2022. So this is part 6 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle. I do apologise if I get things wrong, fall over, you hear wind noise, I get interrupted. I'm afraid that's just the way it goes on this channel. 1986-87 Ford Fiesta XR2. That does look rather nice. Can't remember the name of this colour, but it is really rather special. 1989 to 90 Ford Escort Cabriolet. I think they used to call these sort of XR3i Cabriolet. I don't think this is an RS Turbo. I think this is just the sort of XR3i type. 1972 to 73 MGB GT. There's been a lot of MGBs here today, and yes, it says for sale. 1996 or thereabouts Jaguar XK8. Personal plates I don't know exactly. So alligators on this. And it's got, of course, a beige leather interior. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. 1970 Ford Cortina 1600E. So a very, very late Mark II. Probably one of the last sort of made, because they went out of production sort of early in early sort of mid 70s. So excellent. Right, let's go on to the next row. 1964 Morris Mini Traveller, of course with the fake wood. Yes, good to see I was right about the designation for once, viewers. Often I get these things wrong and it annoys me and everybody else. Very early Mini Minor, this one. This is a pre-suffix one. This could be like a sort of 59 or something like that. I don't exactly know, but wow. Mini Mark 7, 1996-7 registration, although that could be a personal plate. So the Mini 40 edition, so Mini 40 would be 99 then. Very early Mini Mayfair here, 82-83 plate. I remember going actually in a Mayfair that my mother used to own at some point in the early 90s. It's a bit like this, like it was the same colour actually. That's pretty crazy. It's one of those still batting with Austins. This one, Mini 1275, but it's probably a Cooper or something like that. Made it look a little bit older, so 93-94 registration. There's lots of martini bits in there. Oh, and of course, for the optic time today, Mini pickup. These were made until I think 82 was the last year of them. So kind of the more modern Mini interior, but still got the sort of house-style door handles and the exposed hinges. So, you know, features of the Mark 1 right up until the end of production of these. Mini 35. We just sort of count properly what that would be. So, but 1994 then in that case. Although this bit here with the false legs, who knows? Oh, it's a Mini 30s. So it's got a Mini 30, 35 and 40 altogether, crazy. So yeah, 1989 this one, Mini 35. 1981 Triumph TR7. Don't know if this is the Sprint model or if it's just a standard one. The Stag here, so it's quite an early Stag actually. 7172 registration. The blue interior seems to be sort of less common on these for some reason. That is again rather nice, all the wool on the dash. Another Triumph here. This is a Vitesse 2 litre, 67 to 68 registration. Of course, they have the quad headlamps on them. This is something I saw actually coming in a bit earlier on. Triumph 1300. It's a late one, 69 to 70 registration, front wheel drive. Beautiful, beautiful condition, this car. Really nice. MG Midget 1500, I think we finished production late 79. It was a 7980 registration, so quite a late one. I have driven an MG Midget, viewers, but it was a much earlier one. It was 68, the one I drove. This has, you know, different instruments and different dashboard and all kinds of things in it, and big rubber bumpers. Lotus Elise, I think this is Series 2 from Bell and Colville, which is a dealership in Surrey. Still see things like, you know, Metro were over 100 bits, bits off of Mark III Cavalier with the indicator stalks. Terribly charming and terribly fast. What does that say? I can't read that. Sports Racer. Is that some kind of special edition? I imagine so. Austin Healey 3000 Mark 1. It would be around 1960, I think. Let's not trip over that camping stove there, viewers. That wouldn't be good. So you need extra room for your tin of roses. I could do with a tin of roses about now, viewers. But I must keep going to the end. Shelby GT350 based on a Mustang. I think that's about 68, something like that, viewers. I'm very bad at this sort of thing. Ooh, a Ford Corsair. But that's not a standard Corsair at all, is it, viewers? I think that's been modified with all kinds of things. It's probably got air ride suspension in as well, and the original engine is well, it's long gone. I don't know what that is actually in there. Yes, but quite fast. A couple of Ford F100s here. This is probably early 50s, something like that. I don't really know. Who knows? Just have to sort of guess, viewers, and try to keep going. This one, again, the later one, I don't really know. Yeah. Still on pre-suffix plates, so I assume it's before 63. 1965 Ford Mustang. Another 65 Mustang. This one's a fastback. There we go. This is a Volvo Laplander. There's another name for these, but I always forget what it is. Never seen one before in real life. I have only seen these in books. So, yes. 78, 79 registration. I totally forgotten what the actual kind of name of these is. So maybe somebody in the comment section below can tell me. Chevrolet Bel Air from 1953. Sorry, just changing hands there. In part 2 we saw a very nice 57 Bel Air. This is a bit of an earlier one. Again, some of these old trucks, and I don't know what years they are. This is a Willis. It's right-hand drive again. That's interesting. I imagine this one on the left looked a bit more like this one on the right originally. Now it's a 1978-79 plate, but that doesn't really mean anything because it would have been the year it was imported probably. 1947 Hudson Big Boy. The Hudson Big Boy pickup. How extraordinary. Certainly you could fit lots of stuff in the back of this. Maybe Big Boy is the name of a gentleman who has to lie down in the back and not move. 1936 Ford 5 Window Coupe. Although, yes, it's probably not got the original mechanicals in there now, has it, viewers? Probably not. 2011 to 12 SRT. For a time, Dodge had their SRT division badged as a separate mark. So, SRT 392 Hemi, based on the Dodge. I think this is called the Dodge Charger. It says Dodge on the steering wheel though, so I'm a bit confused. Yeah, Dodge Charger SRT8. Porsche 356 Speedster replica. I don't know what it's based on. I think those are 911 wheels actually on that. 1967 Dodge A100. I think we've seen this before, viewers. Maybe at the last one of these we attended last August. GMC Safari, which is the GMC badge version of the Chevy Astra we saw actually earlier, part 2, I think it was. MG Magnet 1600. I don't know if this is ZA or ZB. It's supposed to be a rear window where you can tell, but I don't know, viewers. I'm really bad at this kind of thing. 1972-73 Volkswagen Bay Window van. Again, these are worth a fortune now these days, viewers. Very, very valuable cars, or vans, if you want to call them. Oh, it's by Danbury as well. I think I've seen this car before, but not for a couple of years. 1968 Rover P5B. They came out of 68. This is a 67, 68 registration, so it'll be 68 only, this one. This would be the saloon rather than the coupe. They made both coupes and saloons, although I think the coupes were more popular. Porsche 928. Now, what about Taxis? I'd say it's around 1987, although this is a personal plate, so I don't know. This is the automatic version. The automatics were more common than the manuals for these. And yes, this is a S4 edition. Ford Mustang, I think I've seen this before somewhere. Maybe it was at Brooklands or something. Not so many Mustangs here as there were at Brooklands last month. 1977 Triumph Stag. This will be a 77 because that's when I finished production, and this is 77, 78 registration. The beige interior, although it's vinyl and not leather, so I'm afraid we can't get too excited about that quite yet. 1964 Ford Ranchero, based on the Falcon. Look at all these ones of sale that somebody has. Crazy. And parts and all kinds of things. The final sort of Ford Falcon variant we'll see today. We've seen an awful lot of them, haven't we? 2010 approximately Ford Mustang GT 350. Yes, I was right. Excellent. I'm getting better at this sort of thing, viewers. Just right at the end. Well, we shamble through all sorts of mistakes, haven't we, today? Oh, that's very nice, cheers. 1989 to 90 Saab 9000 CD. Oh, viewers, I really want to try a car like this, but it just does depend on, you know, what I get offered. I'm afraid, like everything. This is what this E90 BMW is doing here. At least we can talk about it, unlike the Forbidden Fuel versions. Morris 8 Series E. Either immediately pre or post-war. That's a bit special, isn't it, viewers? Good to see something like this. We'll have a little look at the commercial and military vehicles whilst we're here, because we've got a little bit of time in this part now, which I hope you will enjoy too. 1955 Ford F350 Maple. Seats 9 adults. Wow, that's special, isn't it, viewers? Obviously being used as a wedding vehicle. I saw this actually coming in. This is well, it's Jeep from December 1944. All the sort of accessories I think that you'd expect from one of these. Land Rover Series 3 lightweight. I've been offered a chance to drive one of these actually at some point, viewers. Maybe I'll get around to that at some point. I don't know what year that is. It's a Northern Irish plate. Oh, a Unimog. 1978 and 9 registration. Looks a bit exposed. I'm not sure there's any weather protection in these. It'd be a little bit cold. Right, in the wrong weather. This, I don't know what this is. I can't remember what these are. Yeah, I really don't know. Another Willis Jeep here. Another one of these Dodge, I think it's a Dodge Power Wagon these are called. It's very strange. It's like a sort of SUV in a way. It's got loads of seats. This one, again, absolutely no idea what this is. It's a Volvo. Fantastic. Wow. Oh, and a Steyr Pinzgauer. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in real life. 7273 registration. And this is a 1944 Bedford QLR. That's absolutely huge. Dwarfs this little Steyr Puke. Sure you could fit loads in there. I think that's a camper now, that one. Trip over the dog, that's good. So far I haven't fallen over. Right. Austin 8 from 1939. Requisitioned by Ministry of Supply for use in the war effort. 1971 to 2. Land Rover Series 3. This will be, I think, the 109 inch wheelbase, won't it? Absolutely. Another, I think this is another Bedford. Big sort of coach thing. Yes, I was right for once, viewers. Fabulous. Big, huge, white truck cab thing. Watch this come in right at the beginning. I think I recorded it in part 1. It's hard for me to remember now, viewers. I've been filming for quite a number of hours now. These decommissioned, these are too new for that. That's 2006, and that's 2002. Perhaps they are decommissioned now. This looks very much like a Mercedes. I don't know what that one on the right is. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's a Mercedes. That's another Mercedes, it's a Tego. This is a Volvo. This is, I actually remember being in service because it's from Winchester Fire Station. I remember this, yeah. Stationed at Winchester in 1989. FL16 intercooler. Yeah, I probably saw this around when I was younger. Isn't that crazy? Land Rover Defender V8 110. Oh, thank goodness for this. That's good. We can talk about that because we don't talk about diesels on this channel. We can talk about this. It's even got a carburettor and a choke on that one. That one we'll have to skip because talk about that. Oh, this looks very much like Dennis Fire Engine from a certain East Anglia-based YouTube channel, but it isn't actually. It's not from Lloyd's Mechanical Marvels. And look at the sort of old-fashioned ladder that's been put on it. Sort of, you know, when this was made in, would be 182. That one. Full Focus State. What's this? Another Volvo fire engine. Yes, this is what the ones I remember from when I was younger. There we go. It's 97. So from Fordingbridge, again, quite local to here. Right, almost finished, viewers. What on earth is this? So based in Porchester, again local to here. It's a Bedford TKG. 1982. It went to Eastleigh, which is where we actually live in Eastleigh at the moment. I mean, it ended up at some point obviously in Porchester, which again is not very far from Eastleigh. Didn't know so many of these were in preservation. That's great. This one says Petersfield on the side of it. Again, that's not massively far from here. It's another one of these Bedfords, isn't it? TKG. Didn't realise the TKs were made this late on, but obviously they were. So it's an 86. So it looks far more sort of old-fashioned for 86. And then there's got those classic old Bedford indicators. No entry. Yes, I don't want to get in there because it might all go a bit wrong. So better not. It's actually a 2000 Volvo Saxon. Gosh, this is an unusual kind of event of a shambolic shuffling, but that is it. Part 6 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the Popham Flying and Classic Car Show for May 2022 is complete. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching, particularly if you've watched all 6 parts of this. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video and leave a comment below, and I'll see you again soon for more inaccurate show reports.